feasibility. So when you say financial feasibility, the first thing that you have to consider and understand is we are two parties here. One is a franchisee and one is yourself as a company. Now, when we talk about financial feasibility, this has to be taken out for yourself as a company also and the franchisee. Again, in most cases, we only come out with a financial model for the franchisee. And somehow later, after giving away 5 franchisees, we feel it's not feasible for us. And somehow the franchisee business doesn't, go ahead because of this lack of development of financial model for yourself. So it is very important to develop the financial model both sides. One is for yourself and one is for the franchisee. Now I will tell you how to consider what all things are to be considered while developing a franchisee financial model. The first thing is we are going to consider whether it be product or it be services. We are going to consider that understanding of the capital investment that would be required to develop a franchisee, the operating costs that will be a one-time as well as your recurring costs, the cost sheet, the revenue projections for the next 3 years at least. Typically, it is to be made for 5 years because, any franchisee agreement has a minimum duration of 5 years. Hence, the franchisee also would want to understand what kind of revenues can they clock in the next 5 years when they get associated with us. So next 5 years franchisee projections, revenue projections. Then it's your break-even sales, your ROI of the business, the sale projections and loss statement. Again, why this is important, in certain businesses, it takes around 3 to 6 months of time to settle down. For the franchisee to break even, it takes around 6 months of time for certain businesses. In that case, it is very important to become transparent in front of your franchisee and tell them that in the first 6 months, you might have to put money from your pocket. And from the 7th month, this is what you can expect. So that is the reason profit and loss statement is extremely important. Your margin calculations. So based on your product costing, you have to work out on a margin calculation which is going to be feasible for you to, for the logistics, for the packaging, considering all the other costs, you have to come up with a margin which is going to be feasible for yourself as well as the franchisee. Now, if your product cost is A, you have to consider all the other smaller costs like the logistic cost that you are going to, transport the goods to the franchisee, the packaging cost, the marketing cost, the training cost, the back-end support cost, everything has to be loaded on. And then your pricing for the franchisee you'll be able to come up with the pricing for your franchisee. Secondly, it is very important to understand the kind of costings and that are going to be increasing at your back-end, in your company. So when you give away franchisee, you might have to add on 3 people who would be taking care of the complete franchisee operations at your company. That's a cost to you, right? You might have to add on, certain softwares, certain hardwares, certain kind of infrastructure in terms of IT, which is going to be a cost for your company. So while making the franchisee model, you have to consider these costs and then come up with the pricing and the margins for both yourself and the franchisee. In certain cases, your products can be sold online also. So in that case, you will have to also ensure that today, if you're selling franchisee a product worth 100 rupees, you cannot sell the same product at 90 rupees online, right? So it is important to maintain the balance in terms of the pricing that we are going to give to the franchisee as well as our online players. The complete pricing model has to be worked out in terms of your product cost and all the other operating costs that are going to be involved. Think of the smallest of the costs like, the credit card expenses that are, you have to bear while the customer swipes his credit card. That is almost like around 1 to 1.5%. These smallest of the costs have to be considered while developing the financial model. And secondly, of course, the tax calculations. So when I say tax, it is not only at your end, you will also have to consider at the franchisee end. So will the franchisee be really able to cope up with the kind of pricing that you've given? Will they be able to earn so much that they can bear the taxation, they can bear the cost of the people there, they can bear the rentals. So you will also have to educate your franchisee that these are the rentals that are going to be affordable for the business. In most of the cases, what we have seen is franchisee takes up a place on rent at a much higher cost of which is not affordable for the business per se. And then eventually in 2 years or in 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 years, they give up. Because technically there is a threshold to how much you can really pump money. So it is very important for you to guide the franchisee that these rentals are going to be feasible for us. So don't go beyond these rentals for getting a shop for this brand, that is your brand. So you have to be sure what rentals are going to be feasible for you, affordable for you. Only then educate your franchisee accordingly. Your monthly revenue breakup and also the complete investment documentation. This has to be very, very clear in the beginning itself, so that you are transparent enough with the franchisee for them to understand that how much they would be earning per month out of investing a particular amount in your brand. Next is, of course, the franchisee model, the financial model for the franchisor. Franchisor means you, that is your company. So when I say franchisor, it is your company's investment documentation. We would also like to clear certain things here, that you have to understand what is your break-even number of franchisees. Now, what is this break-even number of franchisees? So when I say break-even, that means I have to at least come up with 4 franchisees. Only then I can afford my back-end cost. That is your break-even number of franchisees. You will have to calculate this by assuming that per franchisee, this is going to be my revenue. Say, for example, per franchisee, my revenue is going to be 25,000 a month and my back-end cost is going to be 1 lakh rupees. So you will have to reverse calculate that minimum 4 franchises is your break-even, and you will have to come up with those 4 franchises in probably a period of say 6 to 8 months. And till they are not 4, you will have to pump in money for your back-end cost for franchisee. I hope this is clear, that your break-even number of franchisees have to be calculated. Your monthly revenue projections, your margin calculations, the tax calculations, the company's profit and loss calculation, and also you have to come up with the operating cost in terms of all the support that you're going to give to the franchisee. So when I say support, it includes right from the training of the franchisee, the marketing for the franchisee, the software cost, the packaging cost, and the logistics cost for all those people who are into products. For those into service, I'm sure your training cost is going to be much higher. Your software costs are going to be higher. So it is very important to calculate all these back-end costs. And for certain specialized franchisees, you might also have to help them in recruitment of right people at the right place. So that's again an addition to the cost that you will have to consider in your financial model. That is your company's financial model. So operating costs in the form of recruitment. If say for example somebody has to set up a health clinic, getting the right people for that particular clinic who can actually consult patients is slightly difficult for the franchisee to understand if they are not from the same industry. If the franchisee is not from the industry of health, he probably would not understand what kind of people you would be requiring. So you might have to help them in terms of recruitment as well. So consider all of these costs in the beginning itself for you to not, take your foot back when the franchisee asks for support. And trust me, for all initial 5 franchisees, you will have to give much more than what you have actually mentioned. You will have to go out of your comfort zone. You will have to go out of your ways to help them build the complete outlet, store, franchisee in such a way that these people are satisfied enough and they would refer you more franchisees, or they would come up with more franchisees themselves. Your first 5 franchisees are brand ambassadors for your brand. For anybody after that who is going to take up your franchisee, they are going to take a reference from your existing franchisee. Don't forget that. They are definitely going to visit your existing franchisee. They are definitely going to get information from your existing franchisee of how the company is, how is their support, how is the training, how is this you can say how is the pricing, how is the kind of marketing, how is the software. Everything is going to be monitored from these 5 franchisees. So it's very important for these initial five franchisees to be very, very successful, and they should be very happy with you and your dealings. So your first 5 franchisees are going to determine the success of the brand in the long term. So the first thing was, like I said, the financial model, where we are going to consider the complete financial feasibility for ourselves and as well as the franchisee.